Hello and welcome to episode 11 of A New Horizons. I'm Toil, and today we're going to be looking at Witchery. So last episode we got a very brief look at the Witch's Oven and some of the stuff it can do. I've done a little bit more research between last episode and this one, and I've finally figured out some things, and I've corrected some false assumptions that I had. One of the big ones was that I could find the saplings used in Witchery in the wild. You cannot. You actually have to create them. The way you create them is by using something called mutandis. I know I'm butchering that, I'm sorry. You use this stuff on saplings and it will randomly mutate the sapling into another variety. And that's how you get the saplings out of Witchery, the rowan and... Yeah, I know this so well. The alder, the hawthorn, and the rowan sapling. Here we go. I believe that's also how you create the few of the creatures like the frog and the owl and stuff, but that's a little bit, well actually that's very much beyond where I'm doing right now. Let's go ahead and get that closed. Alright, so I do have some of the stuff needed to create this stuff, the mutandis already. Where'd it go? There we go. So you need the wood ash, the cactus green, eggs, bone meal, Mandrake Root, and Hint of Rebirth. The Hint of Rebirth is from that Witch's Oven that I made in the last episode. When you burn spruce saplings, you have a chance of getting the Hint of Rebirth as long as you supply clay jars, and you will get wood ash. You can improve your chance to get the Hint of Rebirth by adding on a funnel here. And I think you can have up to 2 of them, and you can actually share these between ovens if you put them like in between. It looks kind of odd, but it should work. As for the Mandrake Root, you actually grow this stuff. I have some of it in my farm down here. Now, normally you want to harvest the stuff at nighttime because it's generally a little bit less of a pain in the butt. But what we can do for now is we can go ahead and get some of the stuff up to full grown, and I can show you why you don't harvest it during the day. Thanks to this handy watering can, it shouldn't take too terribly long to get to that stage. Speaking of, here we go. Alright, so not normally when you break a plant, you'd get it, and you get the drops, and you get whatever seeds were to come out. Now this stuff, since it's in the middle of the day, we're going to break it, and we get this thing. It spawns and attacks you, and it makes you nauseous. Now if you accidentally harvest an entire field of this during the day, that could be really annoying. If you do it at night, though, you don't have to worry. It'll be asleep, you just break the plant, and you get the root. It's all good to go. So let's go ahead and create some of the mutandis. Get the egg, mandrake, Hint of Rebirth, bones. Alright. Let's make some bone meal. I forgot the wood ash. There we go. And do I have any in here? No. Okay. And there we go. And we'll just go ahead and make up the 2 batches of it. Now, I don't know if I need to actually rotate. I don't know if I need to mutate the spruce sapling, so I'm going to try not to. I do have plenty of oak, which we're going to be using. And we're just going to go ahead and give it a little try right over here. So we're going to go ahead and plant the sapling, and we're just going to right-click. What the heck is that? Oh, that's good. That's the, where'd it go? That's the rowan sapling. That's good. Let's go ahead and bone meal this up. What a mighty, majestic tree. I particularly like the berries. And when you see a mighty tree, you must chop it down. Now I'm hoping, since I've done this at least once, I can actually get saplings from these leaves as opposed to having to create this stuff every time I need a sapling. I'll be really worried if it's the case. So let's go ahead. Oh no, we do get the good saplings this way. All right, that makes things a lot easier. so we'll just let this clear up a little bit. Oh, what's that? Oh, rowan berries. Neat. Alright, they don't appear to have a use, so it's got to be something else. Three saplings so far, it's not terrible. Alright, so let's try this again. There's still two other kinds of trees I need to get. And that's a fern. Ooh, I think that's one of them. That is the alder? No, it's hawthorn. Okay. So this is actually fairly easy once you get the stuff you need. Be quiet, chickens. Alright, so this looks to be doing good so far. We only got one of the hawthorn saplings, though. Oh, there we go, number 2. And 3. Okay, so that's much better. 4. Alright, so while that's decaying, let's go ahead and try with the remainder of the saplings here. So the only thing that we need left is the alder, which is the one that's basically a stick with the 4 green leaves. Talk about luck. Okay, so let's go ahead and grow this thing up. Now hopefully this one gives us some saplings too. Anything over here? Oh, there's one. Two. Okay, so this is good. That'll give us a good amount of stuff for what we'll need. Now, what I wanted to do is I wanted to get started, and I wanted to make my first real machine beyond the witch's oven for this. You know, I really shouldn't call them a machine. They're not machines. This is not a tech mod. This is a magic. I would like to make a distillery, I believe it's called. Where is it? Here we go. Now, to make this, I need something called an attuned stone, which requires a whiff of magic. You get the whiff of magic by burning a rowan sapling inside of the witch's oven, which is why we just went through that little thing out there. Let's see, rowan, there we go. I'm going to plant half of these, and the other 2 I'm going to try to get a whiff. Nope, nothing down there. Let's go ahead and plant the alder as well. Plant it right over here, since it's a nice open area. And some of the hawthorn. Alright, let's get back in here. Alright, so go ahead and put the rowan right in the oven here. Should be fairly quick. We'll find out if we get the whiff that we need. Nope, just wood ash for that one. If we get the piece we need, it'll show up right down here. Alright, so in that case we did not. So that means that we need to grow these trees and get more saplings. Good news, we have a whiff of magic. The bad news is it only took another about 13 rowan saplings before we got one. So what I ended up doing was just going bone meal crazy on these things, creating a wooden sickle and just punching all the leaves I could. It was pretty much the quickest return I could get on these saplings right now. Anyway, so now that we have the whiff of magic, what can we do with it? We can use it to make a rowan wood door, an attuned stone, a witchcraft book on circle magic, which I actually have all the stuff to do that, and a Polynesia charm, which I'm not quite sure what that's for, but it looks interesting. I also need an odor of purity, which I do not believe I have. I could make it though. Or you could distill it from oil of vitriol and a diamond. That's a bit beyond the scope of what we're doing right now. Alright. Oh, you can also make impregnated leather with 4 of these and the diamond vapor, which I believe, yeah, you use it to make the witch's clothing. Alright. Alright, so what we're going to do now, I need to go ahead and get a bucket of lava as well as a diamond. Let's actually get a few diamonds. I have a feeling I need more than one. And I should have a bucket right here, and since we left our tank right there, we're good to go. It's actually kind of a shame. It's easier for me to just burn stone or netherrack and get lava than to bother going hunting for it. The hydrogen generator down there is actually doing quite well. Alright, so we're going to go lava, diamond, whiff. Let's reverse that. There we go, a tombstone. And we get the bucket back, that's always good. Alright, now with the attuned stone, you can make a puppet shelf, a distillery, a kettle, a candelabra, and a chalice. Right now I'm going to go for the distillery, and I think I should probably go for the kettle if I get enough materials. Doesn't look too terribly hard, though it's going to take a bit of iron. Speaking of iron, I actually need to go ahead and get the resources for that. Let's see how this is doing. Oh, nice. We made 5 whiffs. So, tell you what, I am going to go ahead and get a little bit more lava, make another attuned stone, as well as pick up some iron, which I left over here, actually. There we go. Let's get rid of some of this wood. Pay no attention to this junk. See, that's stone. Dirt. Alright, and I also need gold. I have gold over here from the processing I did before and I didn't clean up. Alright, and I also need string. String I do not have, I know for a fact. However, I do have that wonderful field of cotton out there. There we go, and another attuned stone. Let's go ahead and nab some cotton. And we can pass the chicken coop. Oh, hey, you guys are doing good. Alright. Let's just go ahead and harvest a single row. We're not going to need a ton of the stuff. Okay, and I still have the sticks on me. That's good. Alright, so what we're going to make is the distillery. Alright, so distillery and... oh, I need the... 2 of these. Bam. Alright. And I think I just put this down right here. Maybe that needs to go on something. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I have a feeling that doesn't go on the floor. I will need to look into that, though. See what else were we going to make with the... going to make a kettle, which requires a cauldron. Alright. Yeah, that definitely goes on something. These are supposed to be multi-blocks, it looks like. I wonder if that just goes over a pit of fire, or if that's supposed to actually go over a cauldron or something. Because right now I can't right-click on that and do anything. I'm definitely going to need to look that up, because that can't be right. You might notice that I'm no longer inside my house. Upon looking at the Witchcraft Circle Magic book, I found out that you needed to have a fairly decent-sized space for outdoor stuff for the Circle Magic. You'll need at least 15 by 15 in terms of size, and rather than try to fit it in there, what I'm going to do is set up out here. And I went ahead and turned on the view of chunk borders by using F9, just so it's a little bit easier to see where I am. And what we'll do is take some stone. Okay, so that's bounding area for this chunk. As is that. And that one is too. Okay, so I will need to probably not touch that. Let's go ahead and turn off the lines. Too many lines. There we go. Alright, so what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to go ahead and clear away these trees for now. I'm going to need to replant some later, but just for the sake of getting things organized, we're going to clear out. We have more than enough bone meal at this point to regrow anything that we need. Alright, what I should do though is I should put down this crafting table, make a chest, and store some of this stuff away. Alright, I have the oven right here. Alright, come on, let's just get the stuff out. Yeah, apparently you can put the funnel on the side. That just looks weird. Okay. Alright, I don't have anything else on me besides the kettle, which doesn't work right until you put it over a source of heat. Alright, so I have this area cleared out right now. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to make up some foul fumes by burning charcoal. There we go. Alright, and I will also need my distillery, which I left over here. I currently have the distillery sitting on a block called an altar. It's actually a multi-block. It's made out of 6 of these blocks. You get 3 each time you do the crafting recipe. It's fairly easy to make. It is just 4 stone bricks, 2 rowan logs, a Exhale the Horned One, Breath of the Goddess, and a water bottle. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to move this to the center of our area we cleared over there. And to run the distillery, we actually need that thing set up right. So, since the circles are an odd shape and a chunk is an even shape, this is going to be off-centered. So let's just err to the side of, like, right here. If in doubt, I can move it. Alright, so it is slowly generating power. I'm not quite sure what would increase that beyond planting more stuff, but I'll need to look into that at a later point. Let's go ahead and put the distillery up. Alright, and that's good. That shows that it's actually connected. So what we're going to use is we need quicklime, the foul fume, and then we'll get gypsum, the oil of vitriol, and slime balls. I don't know if we're going to get all of that or if it's just a chance to. So let's find out. We'll put the empty one there. Okay, they stack. Now to make the quicklime, I need to take some wood ash. And you just craft the wood ash into quicklime. Oh, that's neat. It's got the little bottles on it. Alright, so just those and see what happens. See, it kind of looks like a little bent over hat. Alright, so while it's doing its thing, it might be a little bit. Something else I should work on is I should get a actual good fire pit set up for the kettle here. Okay. Yes, I do have more bricks. That's good. Alright, so if I put netherrack down here, fire, kettle. Alright, so we got the slime ball, the gypsum, and oil of vitriol, so that's pretty good. It's a relatively easy way to get slime balls if you're willing to spend the clay on the jars. Alright, we just need another piece of gypsum. Actually, that's not true. We're going to need many pieces of gypsum. The first thing that we're going to go ahead and make is going to be something called the Polynesia charm. Right here. The only thing I'm going on is it says he talks to the animals, so I'm wondering if that will let me like lead them without any sort of well, like item like say wheat or something. But I'm butchering this horribly. So I was just going to check my storage crate here from my fishers to see if I had any raw fish to use in this recipe, and I saw something really interesting. There it is. I found a Neptune's Bounty while fishing. Now if I go ahead and right click with this, it should give me something. What do we got here? Neptunium Sword, plus 10 attack damage. Oh my. I hate to say it, I think that's better than the Cutlass. Oh, this thing's... I really want to use this, but I think I really want to get it enchanted first. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and not put it upstairs. Let's go ahead and just put it there for now. Anyway, what I'm doing is I'm looking for a regular Minecraft fish, and I'm not seeing any, which is kind of worrisome, because I don't know if this will take just any raw fish. Alright, so we're back over here at the little ritual area. Well, at least it will be the ritual area. Let's go ahead and put down the, no, that's a solid block. That's annoying. Anyway, I'll put down the netherrack. And I have some handy-dandy matches here from metallurgy. They're basically single-use, that I just invalidate the entire stack with one go. That's awesome. Anyway, it's basically a single-use flint. Oh no. This is the one of the few activities in Minecraft that I really just can't stand. Oh, there we go, fish. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this fish to make our Polynesia charm. Huh, I wonder why it's clicking. Tell you what, let's find an animal and see what happens if we right click on it. Animals, where'd you go? Let's either that or we can find out what the squid says. Okay, here's a cow. Let's go ahead and right click on the cow. Oh my, that's hilarious. It'll trade wheat for clay. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so this does apparently get worn down over time. Alright, let's go see what the squid say. Okay, they trade fish for carrots. Don't drown, don't drown, don't drown. It's kind of hard to hit these guys. Alright, come here. Chicken. Alright, so it looks like you can actually use this on the baby animals, or at least the baby chickens. I'd like to find out what some more of the creatures around here would trade, but really this is getting a little bit long here. There's still plenty of stuff to do in Witchery, though it's not happening today, unfortunately. This is looking like it's going to be a multi-stage project to figure out. So far, I've not touched even a tenth of what you can do with this mod. I've only managed to make this little charm for trading with animals. I look forward to seeing some of the other stuff. I believe you can make a broom that you can fly around on, which is kind of interesting. And you're also able to create familiars and stuff for yourself. Before I get really heavy into that though, I need to come up with a better storage solution. I have chests and storage crates everywhere, and really this is just not acceptable at all. To do that though, I'm going to have to do some serious work in terms of space and general layout for this area. We might see an expansion to the basement down here to house my actual storage area. Luckily, I'm able to bust this wall out and pretty much go straight over the creeper face. If I really need to, though, I could just expand and create a new structure to house the majority of my stuff. That is, however, something for another episode. So I just want to go ahead and thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a message below. And as always, have a good day.